Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Libra. You can have Libra anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross-watcher. All that I ask is that if you're here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay. Libra, when I was shuffling the cards for you, oh, we already have two came out. Three of Swords on the bottom. When I was shuffling the cards for you, I heard two songs. I haven't been listening to music when I've been doing like shuffling and stuff, but for you I did for some reason. And the two songs that came up were "Cause I Love You" by Lizzo and "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen. Now it's interesting because both of those songs are like, Queen is known for like Freddie Mercury like can just like belt, right? Like, what are you doing, honey? He can just like belt out. And Lizzo in that song, she is also like, just like, I don't know if you've ever heard that song, but it's just like she is belting that song out, and it's like heartfelt. And she says, "I'm crying because I love you." But it's interesting with the whole like belt message. It seems like you're maybe needing to say something, and like when you go to say it, it's like you're not editing yourself. You're actually just like speaking bluntly. You're speaking up for yourself, maybe. But it feels like you're just like able to say whatever it is you've been needing to say. Okay, so let's see what these two cards are. The Knight of Cups. Okay. And the Nine of Wands, paired with that Three of Swords. Yeah. The Knight of Cups, he can be a bit of just like, I'm getting the message like love bomb, where it's like he thinks he has good intentions. Now this could be you or another person. It just depends on the situation. I'm getting kind of both. But it's like a love bomb kind of energy, because like if you look at this, he has like all of these hearts, right? But they're not solid. They're bubbles. They're going to burst. It's like his love isn't long lasting. And there's a shark in the card. Okay. And then paired with the Nine of Wands, like look how exhausted this person is. So, okay. So I'm kind of picking up another message. You could be really sick of dating right now. If you're single, you could be really sick of dating. I'm also getting like, if you're in a relationship, like maybe you jumped into it faster than you should have, and you're getting to know this person like that maybe they weren't all that they had cracked up to be, like all that they had made themselves out to be. Because of that Knight of Cups and that Nine of Wands, it's almost like the love bombing. That does feel like love bombing, because it's like, do you see, like she's trying to like defend these things off, and she's succeeding, but she's exhausted and wounded and tired. So yeah, I feel like you're a little disheartened in the love realm right now. And if neither one of those are your story, then this probably isn't your reading. But okay, so we're gonna look further into this relationship. We're gonna use the So Below Tarot. Okay. What is the message for Libra regarding this relationship here? And it really does feel like a romantic relationship, like with all those hearts, and then the Three of Swords, the broken heart. It's definitely feels very romantic. Look, there's even a heart in this card, like the heart with the swords in it. The Moon card is underneath that Three of Swords, so it's like you might not even know why you're feeling so down and out about it. Like maybe you've gone on some good dates, or I don't know, something. But okay, so Eight of Pentacles. Okay, with the Ace of Cups there on the bottom. Okay, with the Eight of Pentacles, with the Ace of Cups, what that's telling me is like, I think you've been working really hard on healing some things within yourself that have to do with relationships. Because that Eight of Pentacles is that it's like hard work and dedication. And paired with the Ace of Cups, that's like emotions. And I think you've been working really, really hard to heal some things about the way that you approach relationships. And you've been trying a lot of different like types of people, maybe you're dating both men and women, maybe you're dating just like you're not so this is obviously like for single people, right? Maybe you're just open-minded to even like the looks department or a person's employment. Like maybe you used to care if somebody like was driven and now you're just kind of like, well, you know, I just want a good person. Like, why does a good person have to equate to being driven? You know, you could be like just testing a lot of different personalities and a lot of different images, a lot of different types of people. And so maybe you're the player energy here that I was kind of picking up on with the whole wearing your heart on the sleeve thing. It feels like a kind of a player type of energy. It's like give their heart to every single person they interact with almost. But here's the thing, is like maybe you've come in contact with a person like that, or maybe you are that person. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that kind of person, because okay, I'm going to use myself as a personal example. So I was really bad, or I'm still in the process at romantic relationships. Like I couldn't figure them out. And I thought, well, you know, maybe I'm just supposed to be alone or whatever. But when I decided that I actually wanted to have a romantic relationship, so I worked on healing a lot of things about myself, and I feel like that's what you've been doing. You've been working on healing things, and then you have to test the waters. You have to go out and you have to try on different people. That is how you find a person, right? And this is just a joke, but it's like I refer to them sometimes as like guinea pigs, right? Like I'm testing out my healing. Like, have I healed enough to be able to give this person love, but also respect my own boundaries, and vice versa? Not ask too much of another person and allow them to show up as themselves. You know, I'm constantly like assessing that. Like when something doesn't work out, you just kind of have to process like, okay, so this worked, this didn't, and because this is the Eight of Pentacles energy here. It's like testing a theory and then going back and rehypothesizing, you know, like it's not, and I don't like to look at love in like in a scientific manner, because it's not like a scientific thing, but it does feel like you are working really, really hard. Yeah, with that Knight of Cups and then the Knight of Wands, it's like you're working really hard on figuring out how to move forward in your relationships. And if you're taken, like if you're in a relationship, this could literally be any kind of relationship. It can be like friendship, coworker, whatever, but it does feel kind of more on the romantic side, but it doesn't have to be. But it's like you're trying really hard. You could be feeling kind of frustrated right now with the whole like Nine of Wands things. Like you're like, I've dated so many people, nothing is working. What I was saying about if you're taken, like it could be another relationship in your life, like a friendship, a family member, something like that, or it could be just figuring out the relationship between you and your partner on a finer level, on a more minute level is what I'm hearing. Excuse me. Okay. They want me to keep going with this deck. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords, which is leaving murky waters and heading to better waters. And that is that healing, that journey that you're on. It's like you are trying to leave behind past pain and past trauma in order to move your relationships forward. Okay. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. Or, I'm sorry, that's the Seven of Swords. I don't know why I said Pentacles. Seven of Swords is like thievery, people taking things from you. But this is just a really strange, like, very specific message. But someone you dated or are dating could have, I'm hearing like read your journal or looked at your like bank statements or something without your consent. And I'm hearing the bank statements because it is literally like a filing cabinet, right? And that's where you put important documents. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So it's like something to do about your personal contracts and personal, like, did I say contracts? I don't know, like your personal forms that you have like for yourself, like it feels like somebody like was invading your privacy. Because when I saw this, I also saw that trope in movies where it's like, oh, somebody won't give me access to the files, let me steal the keys and go get the files myself, right? Or maybe you're doing a little digging into someone that you're dating. Don't cross any boundaries, like where you shouldn't be looking at something without a person's consent, but like, you know, like figuring out if someone's ever been like arrested, especially for something serious, like, you know, terrible things that, you know what I'm referring to, you know, like, or like whatever they have public on their Facebook, like if that's what you want to do, like you can do that. It's better to always ask someone, but people can lie, I guess. But, you know, just use your intuition and know if someone is lying to you or being condescending or not condescending. That's weird. After I said condescending, I almost got this energy of like someone like trying to pull the wool over your eyes about something. Just use your intuition. You'll know. Trust your intuition, like, because if you're dating someone and you're getting these little like flags, right? You want to trust that and not just ignore it, because I feel like maybe that's maybe something you have to heal. Like maybe there's a reason why you want to ignore red flags. Like being a people pleaser, or I don't know, it could be anything. It's just like, so if you tend to be a people pleaser in your romantic relationships or in any of your relationships, if you take on that role, ask yourself why. Okay, so like there's this thing where you ask yourself why you do something, and then whatever that answer is, like you say, okay, because I watched my mom be that for my father her whole life, or my whole life, or whatever. Okay, you say, why did you watch your mom do that for your father your whole life? And then so on and so forth, right? Like you keep asking why to each answer until you get to the bottom of it. Or as far as you can go at that moment. Because sometimes we hit blocks when we play that game, right? Like our mind protects us from going any deeper than we've already gone. So anyway, that was a little tangent. I'm feeling very out of breath again. This happened to me in Virgo's reading. I felt very out of breath. Okay. They also had Seven of Swords. Or was that Leo? No, it was Virgo. I'm pretty sure they had Seven of Swords as well. Yeah. Maybe you have some Virgo in your chart, or maybe you're on the Virgo Libra cusp or something. So anyway, we have this King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. there's something about this where in this picture, this guy is having a party. Do you see all those people in the background? He's having a party. These people are on the other side of the fence. They're not invited to the party. But they're talking and conversing very friendly. It's almost like a, I don't want to say a facade, because like this, maybe these people are just walking by and they're like, oh hey, like maybe they're just neighbors, maybe they're acquaintances. They don't expect to be invited to this dude's parties, right? I'm hearing the word like chance or fate. Like maybe you're walking down the street and you run into somebody you know, and they're like, hey, I'm going to do this thing, or hey, I'm doing this thing right now. Do you want to tag along? It's like, and it's like, it's almost like, it's like you're going, and then it's just like, you know, maybe you have some free time and you're like, yeah, let's do it. I have this philosophy about life. It's like, if you don't feel in danger, say yes to life. Say yes to life. Sorry, I was just thinking about my household rules for my kid. It's they're be kind, be safe, have fun. Or not in that order necessarily. Be safe, be kind, have fun. Those are our house rules. Because, yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's just there's some kind of chance encounter that I'm picking up here for some reason. It's like the right place at the right time with that King of Pentacles energy. Because the King of Pentacles, I feel like he's always prepared. He always has the necessary resources. He's always ready to go. Okay. Back to the whole like thing where it was like it felt like someone was looking at your documents or your journal or something. I don't know. Maybe they feel like they're helping, or like it doesn't feel right. Sorry, you guys. What's on the bottom? The Six of Swords. Yeah, okay. So, okay. This is interesting. This is so specific. I don't know who this is going to be for, but okay. So they're saying like you run into this person on the street and they're like, "Hey, la la la, let's go do this." And you say, "Yay." And it's almost like it's going to take you from one situation, like something where it's like you've been working really hard on healing something about yourself, and then it feels like there's someone that comes in that takes advantage of your openness, with this Knight of Cups, because it's like it does feel like you are very open. You're trying to figure out how to love and be loved in return, and it's almost like someone comes in and takes advantage of that, or they, I don't even want to say like, in some cases, yes, takes advantage. In other cases, it's like they eat up your energy, like energy vampire type of thing, without even knowing that they're that, you know? And it's almost like something chance happens and it just diverges you. It's like it allows you to leave this other thing in the past. It's better to like, well, I don't want to say better. It's good if you can discern for yourself and be like, this isn't healthy for me. I need to leave this situation and do it yourself. But it's also okay for the universe to like kind of redirect you a little bit and like open your eyes to something else. Just you saying yes and showing up is like the most important thing, right? Like sometimes that's the only way we can change. It's like by just being put in a situation that points out that what was before was not good. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some advice for you guys. I'm gonna go with the Herb Crafter's Tarot. What's the advice for Libra regarding this reading? I'm sorry this was so specific. I usually don't go this specific, but like, I don't know, it was needed, I guess. Because relationships and like, there's so many different versions of relationships and scenarios, okay? But, okay. What is the advice for Libra, please? Okay, so we have the Three of Fire with the Iha of Fire. So this is like the Page of Wands. California Poppy. So you have two orange flowers showing up here. So, orange is our sacral chakra, so you could be maybe needing to do some sacral work, or sacral, however you say it. Yeah, I'm getting that for sure. So let's look at this. Three of Fire. It's calendula. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's the flower that came up. Take joy in prolific, passionate play. Yes, especially with the Iha of Fire too. It's like the child, the beginning of the journey. It's almost like your advice is to go down this random path that's presenting itself to you. Delight in your own unique expression. Creative inspiration will last longer than one season. So yeah, it's like, it's almost like something is going to pull you in another direction, and it's like, it might feel like a whim, but it's actually going to lead to something like long-term and beneficial. And I'm not even necessarily saying like another relationship. It's almost like it could be a relationship. It could be another like career opportunity. It could be, it's almost like I'm hearing that quote by, I think it's Oprah or something. I don't know if she's quoting someone else, but that's where I heard it. It's like, success is preparation meets opportunity. It's almost like you're finding an opportunity and you're prepared for it. Like this hard work that you were doing with this Eight of Pentacles, it's like you were prepared for whatever this is that's showing up randomly in your life. Okay. Creative inspiration will last longer than one season. Yes, I love it so much. Playful creativity is infectious. Calendula grows easily and readily. Oh, and readily sows. Sorry. Once you plant it, you will have it in your garden for years. Yeah, it's like all you have to do is like throw the seeds out, and it's like, okay, let's do this. Like, that's the thing, is there's something, it's gonna show up and it's gonna be beautiful. It's just like say yes to life. That's your advice. Say yes to life. Okay. All varieties have healing properties and create an abundance of medicine. These are exciting times. Explore new art forms, take decisive action, allow your ideas to find wildly original expressions, like the many colors of calendula. So the many colors of calendula, like the orange is showing up here, but it could also mean like you need to maybe like work on like aligning your chakras, balancing your chakras, something like that, if you feel so called. Calendula enjoys a long and fruitful growing season. That's wonderful. Remain enthusiastically committed to your goals. Step into leadership with confidence. Yes, you are getting an opportunity for sure. For sure. Okay. Yeah, with the Three of Fire, like that's about like manifestation. Like the Three of Fire or Three of Wands technically comes where it's like you've already done the manifestation work and now you're just waiting. And maybe that is what's happening. Maybe you have done a lot of work and you're just kind of like, okay, I trust that this is going to come to me. And then you're just going on your merry way. You're doing your thing and opportunity presents. Okay, crafting with the Three of Fire. Ignite your playful spirit. Make oil, salve, or tincture with calendula. Create art with the colors of calendula to express your joy. Make magical creativity confetti with dried calendula petals. Use it in everything. So it's like you could get all of the different colors of petals that they have and make confetti with it. I like that. That's cute. Okay, so I'm still out of breath. I don't understand. Anyway, Libra, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.